to bring my video up in front of me. And there it is. I can hear myself twice. How fun is that? All right. So you guys, first things first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and you also hit the bell so you are the first to find out whenever new videos come on, okay? So let me go ahead and get rid of that. All right, so today we are talking about why you shouldn't blindly invite friends to your Facebook group. This is so big, you guys. I did it. I used to do it. That's how I, excuse me, that's how I know it's a thing. Because I totally used to do it, and I understand, oh my word, I forgot my bracelets. Oh, how weird. You guys, first, let me just call out the elephant in the room. I got not much sleep last night. Let's talk about it. I went to bed at a good time, at like 10. And then somebody was lighting fireworks at approximately 2:30. And it woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep again. And then I was awake until 5:30, couldn't sleep. And then I went to sleep for a couple more hours. So you guys, if you're like, man, she looks a little different today. It was interrupted sleep. That's what's happening. Oh, my microphone. Mike's probably telling me microphone. Yep, he is in the comments. He's calling right now. Should I answer him? I got it. My microphone?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Microphone. All right. I'm seriously, it's one of those days, you guys. And I love that at first I was like, should I even go live today? But I just want to show you guys, like, win, lose, or draw, we show up, right? We show up. I want you to see what human looks like and lack of sleep, right? Okay, so why you shouldn't blindly invite friends to your Facebook group. You guys, whenever you blindly invite, first of all, for those of you that don't really understand the point of having a Facebook group, the point of having one, and I teach this in my program as well, but the point of having one is to be able to serve your people in a way that nobody else on the planet can. So you can have them all in an area, so then you can serve them all in your space, right? People do it in different ways. Some people do it via email. Some people serve their audience via, email, text, however they can communicate. I prefer Facebook groups, and the reason why is because it creates actual community, right? So it's not me just emailing you, me texting you, and a thing with me and you, but it also turns into me, you, and everybody else that's just like us. So it turns into this community of give and take, and just, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. When done really well, it's fabulous. And that's what I'm going to teach in my program, you guys, just in case you guys were like, what else is going to be in there? That's one of the things. It's one of the big things, actually. Let's see. The very first reason that you're not going to invite a bunch of your friends to your Facebook group is because you're going to skew your data, okay? If you invited, say you have 5,000 friends. If you invited 4,000 of those people, or 45, or if you invited all 5,000 of those people to your Facebook group and say half of them joined, you've got a Facebook group of 2,500 people, and that in and of itself, if you tell somebody I have a Facebook group with 2,500 people, that's pretty impressive. But if they're not actually people that give a rip about what you're doing and what your bat signal is, which is what I call it, and what you're talking about, and how you're showing up to serve, and you're showing up to serve a specific type of person. So if all of those people aren't actually that specific type of person, it's very skewed data. You think you're doing much better than you actually are. Okay, that's the truth of it. Okay, if you're going out there and inviting a bunch of your friends to your Facebook group, You need for people in your Facebook group to be people that care about what you're doing. And also, they need to have said yes a few different times before they end up in your Facebook group on their own, right? Because when people have followed this trail, followed a journey, and ended up in your Facebook group where you then can serve them, they have made multiple decisions that have led them to that place. They are now in a place of self-identifying that what you are offering in that group is something that they want. If you invite anybody into the group, they by proxy, by definition, are not self-identifying on their own and saying, hey, I want to be here. They're saying, okay, yeah, I'll do this thing you asked me to do because I'm your friend. Does that make sense? Even if it's something that's perfect for them, they're not going to, it's not the same process for them. So even if it's a group that they really should be in, because the process wasn't the same for them, you don't have that psychological commitment. Which you need to have psychological commitment before you can expect transformation, right? Before any growth occurs, which is what we're doing, what we're showing up and what we're helping people do in whatever that looks like in their life, right? We want for people to grow. We want to help them move from point A to point B, right? Regardless of the way that we show up. So that's, they're not going to have that. We're essentially robbing them of that if we ask them to join the group, because they will not take it seriously. It's the same thing as giving somebody something for free, and then they're not going to see the value in that thing. They didn't think they needed that thing in the first place. You just handed it to them, and then they're not going to do anything with it because they've got no loyalty, no commitment level to it at all. They didn't exchange anything for it. It was just handed to them, and then they put it over here. Does that make sense, you guys? Second, you won't see the same results. Kind of goes with the first one, okay? You are not going to see the same results, and that's because they didn't follow the path on their own to get to your group where then you are able to serve them, okay? Now you have results of, like one of my groups has just about 16,000 people in it. I have not invited one single person to that group. It started the very end of August last year, so a little less than a year ago. It has organically grown on its own. People have identified that they want to be in there, and then they join that group, okay? The new group, here I'll just show you what it is because I have a little thing that Mike made. That's the group that I'm talking about, and that's if you're a Young Living distributor or business builder, or you're looking to add an income stream via Young Living. That's what that group is, okay? Now there's also, let me get rid of that one. There's also this one that I just started that has about, I think it's like 2,500 people in it. I started it maybe a month ago, a little bit longer than a month ago. These people all join on their own as well, okay? Now, I may have said this group is available, but I never messaged people and said, hey, will you join this group? Hey, you should join this group. Hey, you should be here, right? I never, ever, ever did that. So you see this link in the description of the video, and this is for, it's basically for people that are working from home and wanting to have multiple income streams, right? And so I talk about that stuff in there. And have all sorts of stuff in the unit section. Not going to sell the group. I don't really need to. But people are deciding based on like my personal profile. I have the link for it there. And then in the description of my videos, I have the link for it there. People decide, is that somewhere that I want to go? Is that somewhere that I want to be? And then it grows like that, you guys. That's how our groups should be growing. And if your group isn't growing like that, then you just need some direction. You just need to be front loading with value. You need to be showing up in a way that people see you and they're like, okay, I want to know more about what she's talking about, right? That's all stuff that I'm going to be doing in my program. I'm just going to do this real quick because Mike made this too yesterday. Where is it? There it is. If you want to hear more about my program, okay, that launches on July 13th, then what you do is you email me at hello@marthaekrejci.com, use the subject case study, and then and send me that email, and we'll get you on the list and we'll chit chat with you. Okay, we'll make sure that you have a conversation before the launch goes live. The list right now is at, I think we're down to 1,500 right now, but yeah, we'll reach out to you and we'll make sure that we get a conversation and you can determine whether this seems right for you. We can also determine, we're going to ask you a few questions to see if we can get you results, because I have two guarantees. One guarantee is that you're going to make $10,000 a month within the first 6 months, or I keep working with you until you do. Second guarantee, you guys, is that you're going to make, if you make $100,000 a month within, that's breaking my record, $100,000 a month within the first 6 months, I fully refund you for the entire program, okay? Those are the two guarantees that I have. So that said, I'm making sure that the people that come into this program are ready to go and that I can actually get you results, okay? So I do ask you a few questions first, and then if I invite you into the program, the only reason you're receiving an invitation is because I believe I can get you results. I'm not giving people invitations that aren't there yet, aren't ready yet, okay? But if you want a conversation, go ahead and send an email. Let me get out of there. Okay, third thing, you guys, is you will annoy people. You're gonna annoy people. If you are asking them to join your group, not only are you maybe annoying people that would have been good for your group in the first place, and now they're not, right? Because you've annoyed them, but you're also just annoying everybody, okay? So while groups and what I teach isn't all MLM is just one income stream of mine. And not everybody has to do it. Not everybody wants to do it. That's totally fine. But it's a very MLM approach to invite everybody on your friends list to your group. Okay, it's the approach that then leads to the behavior of you being at a family reunion and nobody will look at you, right? Nobody will make eye contact because they think that you're going to try to sell them something, right? Nobody wants to feel like that, and that's what you're going to feel like. You guys, if you start inviting everybody that you know to your group, not only is it not helpful, that's why I front loaded this conversation with, it's not even helpful. It's not even a good idea, right? But understand that even if you choose to do it and it's not a good idea, not only is it not a good idea, but you're going to annoy people. And now you've really messed up some relationships, potentially messed up some relationships that you could have really served those people, but now you can't because you've made them think a certain thing about you, okay? Now, I'm not saying that thing is true. Likely it's not. But here's the thing is a lot of people out there are teaching how to build your audience. They're teaching how to build your businesses online, and they're doing it in ways that compromise who you are as a human being, period. They compromise that. So if you're compromising your ethics and who you are as a person in order to be able to build your business, my question to you is that truly sustainable? Is that something that you can continue doing? If it doesn't feel good, it feels weird, and you're losing friends and family because of it, is that sustainable? There's not a person on the planet that's going to say that's sustainable. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. And you don't have to do that. That's the thing. I'm showing you about the growth of my own groups, not to say that I'm so awesome, but to say that it's possible. And I know how to do it, right? And there's nothing, I don't invite anybody, but our groups grow by 50 to 100 a day, right? That is fantastic growth. in being able to show up and serve those people that are coming in every single day. You show up and you serve them. Okay. Now, like I said, in the program, I'm going to show you exactly how to get those people in there and attract them so they can actually make that decision to come in your group. I gave you some pointers today so far as having info in your personal profile. So in Instagram, if you check my Instagram, you're going to see info in my personal profile. If you check on Facebook, you're going to see info on my personal profile. If you check on YouTube, you're going to see info on every single video, right? In the description of every video, you're going to have hot links in there that you're going to be able to go to. You guys, everybody needs a breadcrumb or a breadcrumb trail. We're talking Hansel and Gretel here, okay? Everybody needs that. Whenever they consume a piece of your information, they need to know the next place that they can go and able to for them to be able to learn more about you or to learn more from you. Okay, the worst thing that you could possibly do is teach somebody something awesome and then not show them how they can work with you more, right? Because that's doing them a massive disservice. They just learned something really awesome and now they can't learn anything else from you. Why would you do that? Like, don't do that, right? So anywho, you guys, let me see what questions you have. I am done with my TED Talk today. Let's see here. Hello, all the mornings. And then Mike telling me about my microphone again. You guys are so great for sitting around while we're working on this microphone thing. Good morning from Nova Scotia. Nice. Happy Freedom Friday, naked wrists. I feel really naked right now. It's so crazy. Lori, feeling naked without the bracelets. Yeah, everybody understands my feeling here. Eric, oh, is that all Young Living oils behind you? You better believe it. You better believe it. We use the crud out of those things. I used some last night. I had a dinner I don't typically have, so we don't eat processed sugar or gluten or wheat or anything typically. And we went to Granite City last night and I had a burger with no bun, but the bacon had like some brown sugar or something on it. So my system was like, whoop, what? I came home and like all I wanted to do was puke. Like it was just like, I just want to get it out. And anyway, I put on one of the oils and five minutes later or so, I was feeling okay. Lori, microphone much better. Yeah, thank you, you guys. Sarah, we can still hear you without it. Awesome. Angie, you have such a good husband, right? He calls me on my lives. Judy, that makes a big difference. So much easier to hear you. Yes. Claudette, I have a question. Let me see. Wanted to make sure I'm okay. Oh, yes. The answer is yes to that, Claudette. Sarah, did you not get your unwind yet? I have not. I did not get that yet. Patricia, good morning. I'm so happy you show up. You continuously serve. I'll be taking a nap today. I'll be napping today. Let's see. Eileen, do you mean our lead group? I do, but I'm on public right now, so I'm not just in Go for Gold or anything. But yeah. Kali, hello. Jessica's got some clapping. So true. Claudette, makes sense. Boom. Cecilia, morning. Where are the bracelets? Either way, your personality shines, bracelets or not. I know. They're over on the table. I can see them. They're so close. Kali, can't sell to people who don't need what you got. Yeah. Or they can need what you got, but if they don't know that they need it, that is another thing, right? Like if they don't know, if they can't self-identify as needing what you have, there's no, you got nothing. Sarah, yes, makes sense. I can attest to this. Let's see, Angie. Yes, if they come to you and ask to be in your secret group, they're ready to listen. Boom. Exactly. Nadia, agreed. Only one of my family members are enrolled with me, and that's fine. Also, not pushing it on friends. Just because it's not right for me does not make it, or just because it's right for me does not make it right for them. Exactly, Nadia. Thank you so much. That is like one of the biggest things. It's across the board in all, businesses, like people that sell anything. It's across the board. That feeling that, well, I got this thing, you should get this thing too. And it's especially very thick in the network marketing world where people are like, why don't you see this? Da 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 da, right? Listen, who cares? If somebody's not ready to do something or doesn't want to do something, back off. What are you doing in trying to make somebody, in trying to like put someone in a virtual headlock, right? And make them feel like they need the thing that you're selling. You're doing it wrong, okay? That's not, you show up in service. You show them what this stuff does. And then if they say, oh yeah, I want that too, then awesome. And if not, also awesome. It's no big deal. You don't need everyone you come in contact with every day of the month, every month of the year to be in your program. Like, stop thinking like that. You will run into nothing but anxiety, depression, and lack scarcity and feeling like a failure because not everyone is going to say yes, because not everybody should. Not everybody should say yes. Stop thinking like that. You're hurting yourself. Facebook says, no, it just says Facebook user. Can I say the way you sit with your leg up is exactly how I sit all the time? I'm either cross-legged, so I'm cross-legged right now, or I have like my knee up, or I'm never just like legs down in a chair like normal people. Deborah, yes, it's business, y'all. Your friends, wait, it's a business, y'all. All your friends don't show at your business or office. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly. All right, you guys, that's all that I'm able to go through. So you guys have the best day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.